Hey everybody, it's Durger time. Welcome back to another episode of Total Extreme Wrestling 2016, Billy Corgan's NWA. And we are here for our big show, the 10 Pounds of Glory, our first super show. And hopefully it goes well. We'll see soon. But first, I want to share the fear here. Here's this Bob Backlund. That's all I saw when I loaded up. Just re-signing. It's fine. I thought something bad happened. I thought we lost a legend, but we'll be okay. So we got some deal extensions, stuff like that going on. Ryan, what's Ryback say? Will Ospreay is too small. You should release that kid and find someone. Shut up. I'm going to tell you, Ryback's starting to become a pain in my butt. He keeps on trying to get in my ear. I have a feeling that he is going to be really trying to cause a rift in the locker room soon. Could be a problem. Marty Scurll complaint. Interesting. He's unhappy with the push you are giving him. He thinks it should be better. What do you think you should be? You're a mid-carder everywhere else. Main eventer PWG. What do you hear? I think we have you as a... what do we have you as? Mid-carder? Where are you? Marty, where are you? There you are. Mid-carder. You could probably be an upper mid-carder. What do you want to be? Prefer to be upper mid-carder. Yeah, I think we could do that. I don't think that's unreasonable. I mean, I could see you going to the main event of our show soon. That would not be surprising to me one bit. All right, so we have our show. We got some of our new hires in. Let's delete all this junk. We did get some of our new tag teams. So Mike Verna's here. We got some of the people here. Ricky Reyes is here, ready to go. We might even bring them onto the show. Obviously, we have a bunch of plans tonight. We do know, obviously, the main event is Tim Storm versus Nick Aldis for the belt. Sort of his Tim Storm's sort of retribution of like, I need to get this, I give me another chance. And he's going against the champion, Nick Aldis. You also know that there is a steel cage match between Josephus, who has been stalking Sami Callihan, and trying to get him to join the cult of Josephus, as he's been gathering followers. And he knows he wants to get them out of there and just have a match one-on-one. And a couple other things. I know we originally weren't going to have one, but Ospreay versus Scurll, something weird happened, and they ended up in a draw for the junior heavyweight. So we're going to have to see the conclusion of that here. And we know that the tag team of Jimmy Jacobs and Juice Robinson, or CJ Robinson, on our show, is got the number one contendership and are going to be wrestling the newly back tag team champions. And we are back for NWA's first Supercard, 10 Pounds of Glory. And without further ado, let's start the show and see where it goes. All right, so we start off with a pre-show. We have actually several pre-show matches. Just going to get some people out there, get them some matches, get the thing going. Something we haven't done in the past. I think we're going to spend a little bit more money, but I think this is going to be an important show, so we probably should do it. Apparently, though, it's a terrible pre-show match between Ashley Vox and Rachel Ellering. They defeated in 5 minutes. Ashley Vox beat Rachel Ellering in a pinfall with a satellite head scissors. E+ for both of them. Actually, E+ for Ashley, E- for Rachel. That's okay. We need to give Ashley some wins. We know that she's one of our hot prospects in the future. So if we start developing her now, we might not be in a bad spot. Lifted a crowd, though, for the quality, audience quality, or announcing quality. Same thing with the color commentary. Didn't do great for us, though. Let's go ahead for our second one, which did much better, even though it was apparently a poor pre-show match. Best Friends defeated Wall Street Inc. in 6 minutes when Trent Beretta defeated Mike Verna with a tornado DDT. Chuck Taylor debuted his Degenerate gimmick, which got a poor, which is weird because I feel like he just lives that lifestyle. Trent Beretta got an awful for his Egomaniac. Mike Verna got awful for Old School Face. Everyone's bad is what I just learned here, basically. Which is interesting. D's for Chuck and Trent. E pluses for Mike and Rex. Not bad though. I mean, that's not a bad rating for a pre-show. All right. I mean, overall, not horrible. D minus is kind of okay. Trent Beretta defeats with Tornado DDT. It's a real shame though. Those gimmicks, man. All right. Now on to the actual show. We start off with the Tag Team Championship belt. In a bout that had subpar wrestling and little heat, Gin and Juice, which is Jimmy Jacobs and CJ Juice Robinson, defeat Russell and Simon in 13 minutes and 15 seconds when CJ defeated Elliott Russell with a pinfall with The Taste, Gin and Juice, and NWA, and win the NWA World Tag Team titles. So we've waited a month for them to get injury free, and the first thing we do is take the titles off of them. In terms of in-ring work, CJ was head and shoulders above everybody else. Elliott Russell was the weak link, struggling to keep up with everyone else's performance. Still a D rating, which is not bad. CJ with a fantastic C- for us. Jimmy Jacobs, D-, and an E's for Sigmund and Elliott Russell. Jimmy and CJ had excellent chemistry, as we knew. I think even though Jimmy Jacobs was a little bit of a weak link here, I think as a tag team, this is a group that we're going to go far with. Really happy with that. D is fine, especially for starting out. We do have an Angle here. It's an E. Nothing really special about this. Just they're celebrating in the ring that they just won. And then we move on to our women's bout, which got a D-, in a bout that had decent wrestling but didn't have much heat. Tenelle defeated Candice LeRae in 13 minutes by submission. That's a shame. The face does not win this one. Candice struggled hard to get here, and Tenelle just overpowered her. She wins the match. Match was poorly paced. The crowd hadn't peaked, so being cooled wasn't productive. I kind of actually expected them to peak and warm up a little bit too much from the tag match, and clearly that was wrong. So it was a little bit slower to start. We probably could have got a better rating if we had this better placed, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and go forward here. Oh no. Yeah, if you guys watched my last episode, we hired him. Quite controversial hire as well, as I'm sure you know, due to some legal issues that are still upstanding. But Enzo Amore is here. He comes out with his microphone, with his stupid looking 1950 style, old style microphone, and he does his whole thing, which I'm not going to do. But you know it. You know who he is. And he says who he is. He says there's one word to describe his next opponent. And it's very soft because it's Bull James. B- is fantastic. He got a great rating. He is a face here. So, again, legal issues notwithstanding. And people are, I'm just going to say it right now, any heat in the comments section, you are innocent until proven guilty. When the court cases come out, we'll deal with it as we go. As of right now, though, Enzo Amore is here, has some legal trouble, and we'll deal with it as we go forward in the show. He's debuted, great rating, B-, fantastic. He has the match. It's a decent reaction from the crowd, subpar wrestling, which is not surprising because neither of them are that good at wrestling. It's a comedy bout, which apparently Bull James struggled, which kind of surprises me. D-, Enzo beats him in 7 minutes with a flying crossbody. Enzo got a C-. Bull, that's interesting. Bull is actually a worse wrestler than Enzo, according to this game. That's a little odd. I don't know about that, but okay. We'll go forward to our steel cage match between Josephus Brody and Sami Callihan. It gets a D- in a poor match. Josephus defeats Sami Callihan in a cage match. During the match, we also had Kahagas come out and distract Callihan. Josephus was exhausted. Sami Callihan actually took a crazy bump. He climbed up to the top of the steel cage and jumped off at Josephus, and Josephus moved out of the way. Barreled out, and just Callihan splattered on the middle of the ring. Josephus and Callihan have great, that's so good. They have great chemistry, guys. Oh, that's so good. So they, for being in a crappy match, those two clicked. The match got the crowd buzzing. Overbooking didn't sit well with it. Whatever. Deal with it, guys. Sam McCallum, D+. Brody had an E. The Cult of Josephus has advanced with the storyline and gained heat. This match was the match that they both needed, and now we know what the stakes are. These people, Raven, I know he needs shorter matches, but we needed to do this. And you'll understand soon. So afterwards, as Callahan lays in the center of the ring, Josephus stands over Callahan's body, bloodied and beaten by the extreme lengths that the match took. He bends down and places a pendant around his neck and says something that's inaudible to the audience. Two figures suddenly emerge, cloaked in white, and enter the stage. Enter from the stage into the steel cage with a command from Josephus. The two pick up Callahan and lift him up, arms outstretched like a crucifix. They slowly march him up to the ramp and off the stage, with Josephus slowly following behind. The angle got the crowd hotter. D, which is pretty good. So we know now Callahan has tried to fight, and despite being the better wrestler, something about Josephus, maybe the distraction helped too, but something about Josephus was enough to overpower him, and now he's in his clutches. We go to a little exhibition match just to get some big names on here. Because why not? James Storm in a nice match fights against Bobby Lashley, who debuts. Great wrestling, great heat, good wrestling. Bobby Lashley defeats James Storm in 15 minutes with a knockout punch. James Storm getting better at his gimmick. Bobby Lashley got a great rating for his legitimate athlete. They both were great. We're going to do stuff with both of these guys. I just wanted a little bit of a boost. I wanted a little bit of star power for the show. Maybe they don't have a story going around, but everyone wanted to see Bobby Lashley. They heard that he's signed for NWA, and for a month, no one has seen him. Now he's here in a great match. We got to see him. But after the match is over, Ryback, the silverback Ryan Reeves, comes out and absolutely demolishes the exhausted Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley celebrating the ring. Ryback comes out, jumps him, beats him down. C rating, so we now know what's a little bit is going on. Now we know Ryback seems to be at the command of the grandson of the owner of the company, Paul Pinky George III. Perhaps he's striking out at Bobby Lashley. Perhaps this is a personal issue with Ryback. We don't know. We'll have to see going forward. In a decent match for our Junior Heavyweight Championship, Marty Scurll defeated Will Ospreay in 20 minutes with pinfall with a fast roll-up, and he wins the Junior Heavyweight title. He took a stunt bump during the match. Real good looking match there. Scurll was tiring. Ospreay and Scurll, great chemistry, and it shows. There's no doubt if you've seen New Japan. I mean, you know how good those two are together. It was a little long. Okay, fair enough. C+ for Ospreay, D- for Marty. A rivalry begins, and we know they drew. They ended up having a draw in the last match, and Marty kind of snuck in here and ended up getting kind of a quick pinup. So, did Ospreay really lose? Did he get cheaped out? I don't know, but nevertheless, Marty Scurll is now the Junior Heavyweight Champion. D+, good rating for it. He doesn't. I did have him called in the ring. I thought they would be doing a little bit better. Apparently, that wasn't the case. Because of his ability to pull it off and looked lost. That's good to know. Okay, and then finally, our main event, which actually got a D+. Not bad, Tim Storm. Nick Aldis defeated Tim Storm in 19 minutes by pinfall. Nick Aldis makes defense number 4 of his World Heavyweight title. C- for Nick Aldis. E+ for Nick Storm. We have ended the storyline of the 10 pounds of gold, Nick Aldis versus Tim Storm. Unfortunately, Tim Storm has said, people said, I should retire. I don't have what it takes to get the belt back. I'm going to prove it wrong. And he fails. And in the final scene here, as we close off the show, the match is over and Aldis holds the belt up high to the crowd. Tim Storm sits in the corner, sullen and defeated. Aldis walks over him, offering a handshake and a nod of recognition. You still have it, he remarks loudly enough that the crowd can hear it. He looks serious. Storm looks up at him, his face expressing a cavalcade of emotions. He ignores the handshake and simply rolls out of the ring, shaking his head, and walks backstage. Is this the last that we see of Tim Storm? He said he had what it took. He said he's not going to retire. He wanted a rematch. He defeated people to get to this rematch, even if he did it a little unfairly. But overall, Nick Aldis overpowered him. And we're left with a mystery of, is Tim Storm still in the NWA? We do not know. D+ for the rating, which is fine. Siblings Far used too much. Joseph Brothers used too much. Show increased in 11 regions, which is not bad. We'll make a speech. I want to just say, let's shout out. I think we need to shout out CJ. Praise for great performance. I think Sami Callihan has to be praised for a great performance. And I think we got to give some love to Tim Storm, who, tried his best in that main event and then held his own for the most part. I mean, a D+ is not great for us for a main event, but considering who we had and his skill set, I thought did a fantastic job. And I think everyone's going to be pleased with that. We'll go forward here, see what we're left with in financials, which is probably not going to be great. We'll say it because I have a suspicion that some of the players that we had here are going to cost us a lot of money. Let's go ahead and read our mail here. Complaint is unhappy with the push you're giving him. It thinks it should be better. Really? Well, I mean, that's good. Did you improve in your popularity? Well, he's moving up actually, which is not bad. Your skill set's still weak. But I think we can move you up further. That's very good. Lil Cholo and Jack Evans have been getting on very well recently in a little Lucha Underground. CJ needs some time to heal, no doubt. We got a point, still 0.1. And James Storm's got some stuff to say about Josephus. I know he needs to work. Maybe we'll put him together with you, James. Maybe Beer Money 2.0 will be Josephus versus with James Storm, if you really want to help him out so much. Let's see what we got here. We still $30,000 loss. Still, though, ticket sales, we almost actually did fantastic. I think we did another, almost did 60K extra from those ticket sales. Pay-per-views, not great. Sponsors did okay. I can live with this. Again, we're going to have to look at, do we do 2 events a month plus a third every other? Do we just do 1? Let me know in the comments below what you think we need to do to progress. We are still losing money, though I think we're doing well here with our what we got going on here. I think we're doing pretty well overall. We can take a look here and see. I don't think we're anywhere in our regional battles. I can't even imagine. We're in the Midwest. Let's see where we are in here. I mean, nowhere. Right, I mean, Chikara, which is a tri-state one, is doing better in our region right now than we are. No, never mind. There we are. We're number 4. All right. So what do we got? We got to beat Lucha. We got to beat Evolve. We got to beat Ring of Honor in our regional battle. That's gonna be a little tough, but that's not bad. We're in a good spot. We're moving up. I think we're gonna do okay here. Anything going on in the world here? 10 pounds of glory. Feedback had been excellent and the show went down really well. That's really fantastic. We did draw a little bit less than we thought we were going to do, though. We did 28. We were estimated to do 3. And that's a shame, but, overall, I think that's a good spot to be. Anyways, guys, that'll be it for today. Thank you for joining me. Once again, just leave a comment below. What are we going to do going forward here? Are we going to do 2 events a month? Are we going to do 1 event and then one regular event and then a major pay-per-view a month? Let me know what you think we got to do to going forward to turn this ship around, to get it to be successful. If you got advice or comments how we can turn this loss up, let me know. I'm getting a little concerned about our money that we're losing, but I think it's still money well spent, I think. Anyways, thanks, guys. I'll see you around.